My name is John Verplet, and I'm from Crown Point, Indiana. I think I found him on the internet. We'd been working with a few other, well, I'll call them mentors, because that's what they call themselves, or real estate gurus, and just kept finding the program lacking. There was just like, we couldn't take that final step with them. A lot of good information, a lot of good knowledge, but couldn't quite get over it. So I started looking, thinking that needed something more. Found Joe, and one of the things I liked is that he's in Indiana. And I like that. I also, when I read a bunch of stuff about his mentor program and different things, I love the fact that he's the guy I get to talk to and deal with. He's the one teaching me how to do this. When I have a question, I like to be able to go back to the guy that, quote, taught me that, as opposed to some of the other people where I could never talk to them again. Once they taught the class, we were done, and that was the end of it. Unless I paid him a lot more money to do more. So that was sort of how we stumbled upon Joe, and I started his cash flow newsletter first, had that come in for several months, and then decided that we really needed to do the 6-month mentoring program with him. With us, it was, again, that it was going to be with Joe. We also liked the team program that he had, so there was other people to talk to besides him that were successful in the business. Proven system, yet you didn't have to follow his system exactly. He showed you how several of the people in his program do things slightly different, from the signs to some hold the property, others move the property along right away. So what we liked is you could sort of customize it for yourself, as opposed to just do it the exact way we told you and that's the only way it'll work. So we like that a lot. As of today, we have 3 of the rent deals going on. So they haven't signed the memo yet. They've indicated they will, and we'll follow up with them on Monday. I have appointments with all of them on Monday to physically go look at the property and get it signed. But we've either faxed or emailed all of them the agreements. All of them were fantastic with the idea, because they like the idea that they can continue marketing, and if they find a tenant, great, but at the same time they have somebody else now working for them to find them a tenant, and it costs them nothing to do that. So, so that's helped a lot. Also, we use Joe's website, the wecanbuy.com, and we've received several leads through that. So fortunately, most of them have been cash offers right now, so we're working through how we take care of that and be able to move those in on a secondary level instead of us having the cash. But it's brought us a lot of people through. So we're excited about our opportunities. I mentioned others. We have one lady that has 14 properties. She owns free and clear, and she's looking to retire and basically move closer to her kids and wants to work a deal out. And she approached me through one of our signs that she saw, and now we're working out what we can do with it. Short-term goals is to generate enough monthly income to support both myself and eventually my partner in a very short period of time. The business she's in full-time is getting ready to close. We may be taking it on and doing a purchase agreement with the current owner, but we're not sure. But we like working together, and so we like the opportunity for her to be home and not have to travel as much, so we can work together. So it's generating the cash flow initially for us. I'm going to call it part-time only from the standpoint that I also do home inspections, and we have some other things that we do as a business with a couple other businesses. So I'm really only part-time, but I'll have one day that I may focus my entire day on real estate. Then the next day may only be an hour or so, if at all. It sort of depends on what our schedule is for the time. Yes, it can definitely fit and it can definitely work. What I found is, even though I can work during the day full-time, a lot of my calls seem to be at night to reach the people because they're not home, especially on the seller side. The buyer side, you have a little more flexibility. Partly depends on your work, but if you have a cell phone and you have time at lunch, you can return phone calls. There's voicemail scripts to set up that you don't even actually have to talk to anybody initially, get things started. So there's a variety of ways to get them calling you, and so part-time is the easiest way to start this business. We're never going to do this business full-time. That's one of our goals, I guess, is that we don't have to work full-time anymore. That can become more of an option for us if we choose to. But both myself and my life partner were able to work from home, continue to work our business out of our garage where we have an office, and have adequate income where income doesn't become an issue, and would allow us to develop more exit strategies for the properties, where we can maybe do some buy and holds, long-term investment strategies, maybe look at being and do a private money end of things. So pretty aggressive for the first year. We know where we want to end up, but the biggest thing is for the cash flow to happen where we can both work from home. I thought it was great. I love to talk to sellers. I have no problem with that. I'll talk to buyers if I have to, but I'm not a big one with that. My partner's the opposite way. She loves talking to buyers. She'll talk to them all day long, but she doesn't like talking to sellers. But in talking to some of the other people, especially some of them that have even less experience than we do, seeing some of their difficulties and where the questions come up and helping them work through it, at the same time learning our ways to work through it to get past the no's. The key is to find where the issue is and how we can help you solve it, and how really our help doesn't cost them anything, doesn't obligate them to anything, yet we're an extra person on their team going to help solve their problem for them. And I think that's a big issue for them. And the role play just made it so much easier. So when the phone call came and you actually talked to a live person, it was like talking to the person sitting across from you. There was no fear whatsoever, as opposed to just trying to go in and just pick up the phone and read a script and not understand the different points in it. So we were able to go over those beforehand and understand what the script meant. His hands-on. Every couple of weeks we have a phone call with him. The team program, we have a call every week. And it's the people that we're talking to face that we get to follow up with on the phone calls. And these are people that are still investing, still doing the process, so I don't have to worry about that it's somebody that's taught me something they've done for 20 years, but they're really not doing it actively, or they're doing it actively, but what they're teaching is not what they're doing actively. So these are people involved in the day-to-day. So besides mentoring you, they're a source, they're an investor source, they're another source of exit strategy for you with the property. Also, when different circumstances come up, they may have been through them and you're talking to them directly. So you're not going through third or fourth parties to find an answer. You can get it directly from them. We'll probably take away what our next steps are. So I know on the drive home, just simply because this is how we operate, one of us will be driving, the other will be taking a lot of notes on what exactly we got from the weekend that we're going to utilize immediately, get the automation going, getting things like that. But the biggest thing is we now have the confidence to make those phone calls and to get out. Like I said, just the phone calls we did this morning, I have 3 offers out. So, 3 potential deals, three potential ways to make some money. And that was with 45 minutes worth of phone calls. And I talked to 4 people, 3 of them said yes. One, it was just the type of property. It's really more of a commercial with a rental unit attached to it. Really not designed for the program we were trying to do at the time. But I'll follow up with that later on as a secondary type of option for them. But just not what we're doing. So I really look at it, the 3 people I talked to that were viable, I got 3 yeses out of. That's a real strong confidence builder to know that we can keep going forward and have the opportunity. And that was where our stumbling block was before. We'd have maybe buyers and then not sellers, or I'd have sellers and not buyers, and it was getting it all matched up. And just a little we've learned today, I know I'm not going to have any problems now matching those 2 up. This way, I was on the one call with Joe, the every couple of week call, and it was fantastic. Picked up some great things on that. So, and then talking to others about the team call, I just expect them to be as strong or stronger, because we're again able to get down to the minute details, and the team is more of our area. So it's people dealing with the situation that we are, as opposed to the main calls. You may have people from New York or California who have circumstances that may or may not affect you because of different laws and things, where the team call is going to be something about right where your area is. So we're really looking forward to that and getting involved in those.